But the kind of words that he was using, ulta chor kotwal ko date, empty vessels making a lot of noise, clearly goes to show that the Congress is, at this point of time, at a massive crossroad. The BJP has effectively managed to put a lot of pressure onto the Congress.
And we haven't really seen an end to this face-off between the government and the BJP. In fact, speaking exclusively to Headlines Today's executive editor Rahul Kanwal, this is what BJP President Nitin Gadkari had to say.
Mr. Gadkari, welcome to Headlines Today. The Prime Minister is a person who has a certain standing in the eyes of the common man. You have now made it a direct assault. So far, this was about the Congress, this was about A. Raja, this was about the CBI. Now you are directly asking for the Prime Minister's resignation. Can you explain to our viewers this evening, sir, why has the BJP at this time decided to raise the political ante and asking for the Prime Minister's resignation?
The fact is that 2G spectrum, which have a misappropriation on, for particularly the fraud of 1,76,000 crores, this is not allegation from the BJP or NDA or any opposition party. This is an allegation, this is a fact which is given by CAG report. Who is responsible for that? At the time of the group of ministers to appoint for 2G spectrum, the minister from the DMK has written to Prime Minister that it is our right. You may appoint group of ministers, but pricing will be our right. This condition was approved by the cabinet secretary, and which has approval given by the Prime Minister. Is it not responsible of the Prime Minister? In the Commonwealth game, everything is approved by the group of ministers, cabinet, financial expenditure committee, and the way in which there is lot of corruption is there. Who is responsible for that? Now these are all decisions has taken by the cabinet, supported by the Prime Minister, sometimes approved by the PMO. It is the moral response of the Prime Minister to stop it. But otherwise, I don't know what are the limitations for him. When he knows the facts, Minister was not listening him, and at the last he given him the permission for that, then the responsibility, moral responsibility for the Prime Minister. So we demand the resignation of Prime Minister for that. There are a lot of things, lot of evidences in the government. Even in the case of CBC, it is already opened by Supreme Court. When our leader of opposition, Sushma Swaraj, object that there is a spot in the career of the Mr. Thomas, don't appoint him. But after knowing that, the Prime Minister has signed the file and approved it, what the reason for this, under what pressure he signed. Even that there are a lot of comments from Supreme Court also. These are all things and many other things which are related with the corruption, and at the same time this is the year of 2010, is a year of Ghotala, and here I feel that because of this scam, all the things, I feel that it is the moral response to the Prime Minister, and that's why we are demanding for his resignation.
Are you not being unreasonable, sir? Initially, the BJP floated the theory that the Prime Minister did not want to take direct questions from members of Parliament, which is why he was opposing the idea of a JPC, because the PAC didn't have the right and the powers to summon him. The Prime Minister came out and said at the plenary of the Congress party that he will write to Murli Manohar Joshi, inviting him to appear before the PAC and answer any questions the PAC might have. The Prime Minister has walked more than halfway. Why don't you accept his invitation to question him and ask him the questions that you want to ask and see whether he has the right answers or not?
PAC has its own limitation. It is only related with the CAG report. After the Radia tapes, a lot of things are coming up, and these are the things which are related with the various leaders and the ministers. Even there is a lobbyist. They claim that even the appointment of the minister is also influenced by the lobbyist. There are a lot of questions raised by these tapes, and it's the time for Prime Minister to answer all these questions. And the PAC has its limitation power, so it is not possible, it is not to get all type of answer from PAC, neither they have a right to inquire for that. In such a situation, the JPC is the only solution. And I am asking one question to the Honorable Prime Minister. If you are ready to go for PAC, what the reason? What is the hesitation for you? आप क्यों डर रहे हैं? What the problem with you for JPC? If you are not guilty, let us come across the JPC and answer the question.
Let me turn that question on its head. Let me turn that question on its head, Mr. Gadkari, and ask you this question. If he is prepared to appear before the PAC, why then continue to remain adamant about the JPC. He's prepared to come, he's prepared to answer all your questions. Is this now an ego clash? Is this about simple politics, that the BJP wants to exploit this issue for political benefit? This is not about whether he's guilty, whether he's not guilty. This is about you and your party wanting to use this to score political brownie points. Mr. Gadkari?
Rahul, you understand what are the rights and duties of the PAC and what are the rights and duties of the JPC. PAC has limited power. They can only refer the questions related with the CAG report. They have no right to inquire the matter after that. There are a lot of references related with the issue which have a very broad perspective about it, and in that case the PAC has its limitation. So that's why we are constantly demanding for JPC. There is no ego clash and there is no any ill will intention for that. We respect the Prime Minister. We don't want to insult him. But in the democracy, it is the duty of the opposition party to inquire the matter and to raise the issue in the people interest in the parliament.
But
so we request him that now that this is the time that he should accept for PAC, JPC.
But Mr. Gadkari, the Congress is questioning your motives. If we look at the past track record of the 4 JPCs that have been set, nothing really emerged in a concrete fashion from them. What can the JPC achieve which the Supreme Court, the Enforcement Directorate, the CBI and the Income Tax Department are not going to be able to? That's why the Congress is putting the question about whether this is being done by the BJP for political benefit. What can the JPC do which the Supreme Court and all the law enforcement agencies of this country cannot, sir?
Now, Rahul, one thing is very clear. Supreme Court has full right to inquire the matter. I have no objection about it. I have nothing to say anything about it. But Parliament is the supreme authority. It is a house of the people. And now this is a political subject related with the scandal, and the scandal which involved 1,76,000 crore in the history of India after independence. This is the scandal year and this is a scandal size of 1,76,000. This is not allegation from BJP. This is the fact stated by the CAG. And now this is a people issue, and as far the parliament is concerned, it is not a political motivated. The facts are clear. Media like you already exposed many deals, many tapes there. The facts are there and they are not coming under the purview of the PAC. So that's the reason we are constantly demanding for the JPC. And that is not only political reason, it is for the national interest. Because also it is stated by CBI also, it is the matter not only related with the India, but it is the links are going up to the abroad. So in such a way, it should be an open fact for the people of India that they should understand what are the facts, who are the persons who are responsible. And in all these cases, all these cases are approved by the cabinet, by finance ministry, by PMO, and in such a cases, it is a right of the people and right of the opposition party to demand for JPC. Nothing wrong in it. This is not politics. It is our duty to fight for the corruption which is there, and it is as far as our duty, we are doing that.
Sonia Gandhi is accusing you of double standards. She is saying the BJP wants to set these high standards of accountability for the Congress regime. However, the similar standards are not applicable for BJP ministers, BJP chief ministers. Explain to us that when Ashok Chavan stepped down, Shashi Tharoor stepped down, the allegations against them were less severe than the allegations against your chief minister in Karnataka, B.S. Yediyurappa. Why is it that he continues while you've asked these people to go and are now demanding the resignation of the Prime Minister himself?
First of all, in Karnataka case is totally different. It is a right and privilege of the Chief Minister to take the decision as far as the land is allotted. Decision may be immoral, but it's not illegal. And before, previous Chief Minister from Karnataka belongs to Congress party. Either it may S.M. Krishna or other even Janata Dal Chief Minister. Other minister have also taken a lot of decision like that. But we are actually ready for the inquiry. Our party is find out what are the things behind that fact. We will find out. We have already started the inquiry, and after that, if we feel that, we can take the reasonable action against that. But we cannot take action only against anyone, make allegation against anybody. This is not the evidences unless to prove it.
But is it then not a case of double standards? Because the allegations against Ashok Chavan when he was Chief Minister of Maharashtra were the same. the Congress acted on the basis of public perception. The Congress acted on the basis of allegations of corruption being levelled against him. With Shashi Tharoor, it was the same. The inquiry is still going on. I want to understand from you these differential yardsticks which you apply when it comes to your own people and want to apply when it comes to ministers from the Congress, sir.
In other society, the land which was reserved for the Kargil, the person who fight for the Kargil war, their land was reserved for them. And if there is a fact which is proved that 3 flats allotted to the Chief Minister close relatives, he was involved in it, and this was the case. It is a proven fact, comes to the people, that's why the action starts. Now in case of Shashi Tharoor, even it is proved that the company which he was involved there. In Karnataka case is totally different.
No.
And I feel that you just check the record from the Chief Minister, previous Chief Minister of Karnataka, and you see every Chief Minister has used this power many times, 100 times.
But Mr. Gadkari,
so still, I don't want to make any comments on it.
Mr. Gadkari, look at the argument that you're making. You're saying that yes, there is a case against the Chief Minister of Karnataka, and I can demonstrate to you the 3 land deals where it is proven that he gave land against all the rules and regulations to people who are very close to him, including his own family. You're saying yes, there is a case of corruption against him. Yes, there is. You've admitted that it was immoral for him to doing so. You're making the argument that other chief ministers have done it as well. That can be no argument. How can it be that your chief minister is wrong, but he is right because others have also made the same mistake?
Rahul, first of all, the land is not given to his son. Already he returned that document. The deal is not executed. And I feel that as far as the party is concerned, we are going to the details. I have appointed already 2 people for that. We will find out all references about it. We will also find out what are the references of the past. We will verify the things, and then necessary action will be taken by the party.
But Mr. Ashok Chavan could have said in his defense that my relatives have also given up the land. They had 3 houses, they gave that up when this matter came to light. It cannot be that once an offence is exposed, the Chief Minister says, I've given it up, so I'm no longer guilty. That can't be an argument, sir.
There is a Kargil, the land was reserved for Kargil victims. It is a proven fact on the record. And the Kargil victim land, which is reserved for them, it was allotted to some others, out of which 3 belongs to Ashok Chavan. It's a proven fact, transparent fact. In the case of Karnataka, it is a totally different. The past record is concerned. From all chief ministers of Karnataka belongs to Congress party, Janata Dal and the BJP. Everyone used this power, and not 10 times, 100 times also. I have this all cases with me. So that's why we are verifying the case. We will verify the legal aspect. We will verify the moral aspect. And if we feel so, we will take definitely a reasonable action. What we need for that, we will take it.
If the current impasse does not break, will this deadlock continue into the budget session? You boycotted the entire winter session. Will the NDA continue to do so during the crucial budget session also, sir?
Again, now we start agitation against this government and against this corruption, against this scandal. Unfortunately, this is the year of the scandals. 2010 is a year of scandals in the history of India. We will raise again this issue in the parliament. We will try to convince the ruling party, and still I appeal to Sonia ji and Prime Minister Saab, Manmohan Singh ji, to think about it in the interest of the democracy and the country, because this is a matter which is a scandal of 1,76,000 crores of national interest, 2G spectrum, and the Commonwealth Games. Already lot of inquiry which is done by CBI, lot of facts are open now. So if...
All right.